What's going on, guys? This is Burrs. I want to talk to you today about the Spikes DynaComp brake solution that is available out there. Now, I've had a lot of people ask me about it. I have used it for a while, and I've recently stopped using it for a number of reasons, and we'll get to those in the future of the video. I want to start the video by saying this is a great, piece of gear. If you're looking for a brake that's gonna last, that is definitely hardcore as far as it being made, and it does a decent solution with doing what buying a brake or a comp is going to do, which is keeping you on target, less recoil, etc. It definitely does do the job there. The problem I have with it mainly is the fact that it's so damn big. Now, when you compare it here to the Manticore arms, now this is actually their flash, but it's the same size as their brake. You can see the difference there with which one is going to be less weight and be a lot smaller. This Spikes DynaComp is huge. It does weigh more, it's longer, it's a bigger profile as far as the width of it. When you look at this, it kind of narrows out here on the Manticore, but on the Spikes, it's just the same round. It's almost the size of a suppressor. So I don't like it in that regard, and after a long day of shooting your gun, you're going to notice that this is on there compared to this one, which is Manticore arms. Now, when you compare the Spikes DynaComp to the stock AK-74, the stock AK-74 is even, a slightly smaller as far as the total weight of this. This is a huge piece of, metal. And when you look at the stock AK-74 brake, it's cut up and there's different angles in it, and it's not as heavy. This is a very heavy piece of gear. It's probably something you're not going to want on the end of your gun all day long if you're, whatever you're looking to do with it. But as far as it working, it does work, and it's very solid. You can see here that this brake works by basically pushing out the air pressure, everywhere to try to keep this, on an even playing field. So when you shoot, compared to something like some other ones where you might only see the holes and everything towards the top, not on the bottom, but you'll see them at the top to kind of push the brake down. If you have holes up here pushing the pressure, it'll push it down, versus having them down here and pushing it back up. This one works as though it wants all of the air to kind of come out and keep this online, as well as having some here which will kind of push it back into the shoulder. Now, like I said, does it work? It does work. I used it for a while, I did enjoy it, and then I got a Manticore arms night brake, and I really fell out of love with the Spikes. The AK-74 by itself has a great brake on it. So to improve on that, and the fact that it's a 5.45 round, which doesn't really have a lot of recoil, you're not really going to improve that much. And my reason to improve was size and basically real estate, and that's where the Manticore arms night brake comes in. And like I said, this is their flash hider, but it's the same profile as their night brake. So as you can see, the profiles on these are much different, and that's my reason for changing it out. But as far as this goes, if you're a hardcore Spikes lover, if you're a hardcore, heavy ass shit lover, Spikes DynaComp is definitely going to work for you. I don't have any problems with its performance. I just really have never enjoyed the weight and the real estate that it takes up on your rifle. So let's go ahead and take a look at the size of this Spikes DynaComp. Let's take a look at the length of it here. Looking at a little over 3 inches, actually about 3.5 inches. And then the real estate, as far as the diameter, it's just a smidge over an inch in raw diameter. When you look at the Manticore arms, you're looking at 2 1/3 inches, and you're looking at about 3/4 of an inch. So you're looking at, you can see it visually, but there it is as far as it goes with, the actual measurements. And, for my money, this is, pretty expensive, probably because they don't make a lot of them. They make good stuff, and that's why it's going to be expensive. It is made in the USA. Manticore Arms is made in the USA as well. Or you can also get stock AK-74 brakes made in the USA that also perform very well. As far as the AK-74 goes, you're going to get a lot of different brakes out there. Not as many as the 47 and not as many obviously as the AR-15. But do you need a brake on an AK-74 compared to what the stock one is? Not really. You're not going to improve it that much. If you're looking to improve how much size you have and weight you have on your rifle, that's the only reason I really see even in changing out the brake on the rifle. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and let me know. If you guys have either of these brakes or you have any input as far as brakes and comps go ahead and let your comments down below, or better yet, make a video response. And until next time, later.